Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 on Ballysprings. Right guys, we have to continue with what we were doing yesterday, and we need to we need to get the grass windrow. Sorry guys, it's just because I've been looking at new mods and stuff. I have been making some changes as well. If you get a noise, I got rid of that little bit of texture just there that was hanging around. The other thing I've done as well, I am going to look at bringing the animal grazing mod in, guys, for the cow and sheep pen. You know, the custom ones that I adjusted and made and things like that. Yeah, I'm going to look at bringing the grazing mod. Now, I do know that in theory it will mean we won't really need to feed, like, the animals up in this top field, for example. We won't need to really feed the sheep again anymore. It'll kind of automatically do it, but it'll actually eat the grass from the fields. Now, I have done one of them up in this top field. I have done that one. I need to adjust the sheep one yet, which is why I haven't actually brought the mod in just yet. But yeah, I know it does kind of mean we won't really need to do grass anymore. Well, we will, because we still have our dairy cows, but it basically just means like the sheep can be a little bit more automatic. The beef cows can be, you know, the beef cattle can be a little bit more automatic. Won't really need to babysit them as much and stuff like that. It just means we can crack on with other things on the farm, really, as the farm gets bigger. So yeah, I hope you guys are cool with that. Plus, if you've never seen it used before, like I say, I could have brought it in today's episode, but the problem is I've still got feed in both of the animal pens, so it wouldn't have really worked today anyway. So it gives me a couple of days to tweak how I want it to work before we bring it in, basically. And like I say, I made custom meshes for the sheep pens and stuff, so you know, they weren't just square or rectangle meshes. I actually made custom ones for the red farm. If anyone wonders why you call it the red farm, it's just the colouring for this farm. If you look on the mini map, it's red, there's green, there's yellow, things like that. This is just the red farm, basically. But yeah, I am going to make a custom mesh for... Well, I've already made a custom mesh for the sheep, but I just need to adjust the foliage areas. But yeah, it does kind of mean that we won't really need to do any hay anymore. Not unless we start feeding the cows TMR. Now, we could feed the dairy cows TMR. I know I've had an issue doing TMR and blah, blah, blah. Just, it's more a case of making enough feed to do that. But obviously, if we don't really have to deal with the sheep anymore, and we don't really have to deal with the beef cows, all the grass and silage we make would be just for the dairy cows. So, and then obviously as we get more dairy cows, they'll eat more. So, yeah, I'm contemplating bringing in the grazing mod. Plus, it'll look a little bit more realistic with the animals grazing in the field. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring that out, kind of say that in the when we first start, because I am looking at bringing it. Let me know what you think about that though, just as a oh yeah, you like the sound of that, or no, you don't really like the sound of that. If you've never seen it, YouTube is your perfect place to find a video for it. Right, you have to bear with me. I'm making a right meal of doing this, aren't I? Absolute meal of doing this one. Right, there we go. Yeah, we'll get this windrowed up today. We've got what, 3 fields to get windrowed. Need to get baled as well. Yeah, I have been reading your comments, guys. Some of you are a little bit contradicting each other. You're like, yeah, you know, just get the Lambo. Someone's like, no, save up and get the Lambo. The one thing you all had in common was you all agreed the Steyr should go. We don't really use it enough. It's an awesome little tractor. I do like it. It will be sad to see it go, but we don't really use it other than a little bit of front loading work on the farm. And we can put a front loader on the Massey Ferguson. But But if we get rid of the Massey Ferguson to buy the Lamborghini, if we buy that, obviously we I don't know if the Lamborghini can have a front loader. That's my only thing, and we do need something for moving the bales. Like I say, I am using a front loader more rather than super strength, especially for the bale work. We could do with a skid steer on the farm actually. I think a skid steer would have been better for the farm, but we haven't really had one come up in the shop yet. We have had a forklift come up in the shop, but I don't want a forklift for the farm. I'd rather have a skid steer. Right, there we go. So that is one field done. Now we've only got the hay field to do, and we've got the other new little grass field to do. So yeah. Like I say, I know I asked a question on yesterday's episode, which you kind of answered on the day before now, but I asked a new question, and it kind of overlaps the other questions and things like that, and I don't want anyone thinking that oh, well, we answered you, Reaper, and you didn't listen to us. You got to remember, guys, my video went live at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm recording this about 20 past 8 the following morning. Do you know what I mean? It's while I've got time. You got to remember, I'm currently uploading videos via like a 3 and 4G connection due to my crappy little internet. Yeah, that company is still working in the area, guys. They're still putting in the glass fiber cabinets, and they've installed the cables and stuff. Now they're just installing the cabinets and stuff, and yeah, they're doing our whole town. I rang them up and I was like, you know, how long are you going to be, guys? Because I'm desperate for your internet. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, Mr. V, they basically won't do it until the whole town's connected, basically, where I live. And oh yeah, it's gonna be another, I think it's gonna be another few months. So yeah, I'm currently living off a Tesco mobile SIM card for data. And if anyone's wondering, well, why are you going with Tesco? The best signal where I live. And before anyone says, no, I don't have a 5G, it is a 5G SIM card, but there's we don't even have 5G where I live on like O2. I think the only 5G in my area is EE, and I am not paying EE prices. Full stop. So yeah, kind of just stuck at the moment. But yeah, as soon as this new internet comes, I'm looking forward to getting some live streams done. Bit of farming, bit of apexing, you know. I'm gonna try and stream different things, try and bring some streams back during the day as well. To be honest, one of the reasons why I struggle so much with the evening streams, I was doing Monday, Wednesday and Friday evenings, and one of the biggest problems I had is we were all sharing a 3 and 4G connection. My kids have all got a PC each, they've all got a phone each, they've all got a tablet each, they've all got, you know what I mean? It just zapped the entire lot. And now I could get away with a little bit, you know, but I'd have to basically kick the kids off the internet on an evening. Come on, you know what I mean? We tried kicking almost 3 teenagers off the internet. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. But yeah, that's kind of why it's come to a little abrupt kind of ending at the moment. But it's not permanent. I say it's just my internet just proper sucks, and there's not much I can do about it. Right. I've missed loads there on that corner. I've missed loads. Right, I'm going to get this in a little bit of a time lapse, guys. It won't be a very big one. I've got this field and I've got the other little field to do. I want to try and get a little bit more build today if I can get quite a bit done, just because in the next episode I want to move into June. I don't think there'll be much to do in June, but I do want to get moved into June. We might look at doing another contract in June, like a baling contract. We'll get cosplay helping us, something like that, just help cover some bills, things like that. Plus it'll earn us some extra hay actually. It might, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what contract field 44 is. It might be hay, or it might be size. Whatever it is, we'll do that one, because field 44 is kind of set up for horseplay now, so we might as well just redo that field again. It's a lot easier than trying to set up a new field. But yeah, we'll get the radio turned on, guys, and I'll see you once we've done this field. Guys, we have got that completely windrowed. Took a little bit longer than I thought. I know I did state that I was going to just time lapse that other field, but I did mean the job, not just the field. But yeah, as you can see, we've got that completely windrowed now. We can make a start over on the baling. So yeah, I am looking forward to getting this baled, get some fermenting. It takes 3 days. And then we need to get on with the hay baling. Yeah, we wouldn't need much hay and silage. Well, we wouldn't need much hay and grass for cows if we bring the grazing mod in. Basically, the beef cattle, the beef stock, wouldn't need any input whatsoever. Just buy them, they'd eat the grass, sell them automatically, basically. Never really have to touch them. I know it does make it a little bit boring if you're losing a few jobs, but our farm is slowly getting bigger, and it is getting to the point where soon we're not going to be able to get everything done. We need the baler. I don't know what to bale first. I'll tell you what, we'll go and bale this new field first. We've not actually baled this new field as we've owned it, so we will, yeah, we'll go bale this field first. It's also relatively flat, so hopefully we shouldn't have a problem with horsepower and stuff. But yeah, we need to look at getting rid of the stayer then, guys. I am going to have to take this Massey Ferguson to the shop though. We will have to add a front loader to it. We need to find out actually if the Lamborghini can have a front loader. That kind of determines what we use. If the Lamborghini doesn't have a front loader attachment on it, then we still need something for the yard. And I would like to try and trade the Massey Ferguson in. I don't, like I say, I know I might say something one time and then I'll say something completely opposite in the next episode. It's because I'm so torn on what to do. Like I say, people couldn't even agree in the comments. Were like, oh yeah, the only thing you were basically saying is yeah, get rid of the stayer because you don't really use it much. Now, I do want to use the stayer more. It's not a case of, like, say, not using it much. It's just at the moment we don't have much farm work, like yard work to do. But obviously the farm's going to get bigger. We're going to have to buy, I think we're going to buy field 120 or 128, as you can see. Look, that's 120, that's 128, that one just there. That's one of each field. And then that's gonna stay as grass because, like I say, we're going to need more and more silage as our dairy cows breed more. They'll eat more feed, things like that. And you know what I mean? Horseplay can help us to a degree. There we go. Oh, hang on. I didn't have automatic drop on, guys. That was my bad. Right. There we go. Alright, let's get these built. That's now the main job for me. We need to get this built. And you know, we're a cattle farm, you know. And I was going to say a dairy farm, but we're not technically just a dairy farm anymore, are we? We've got the beef stock back. So, you know, we're doing all this cattle and that now. And we've got to have enough to feed them. And that's going to be what... I don't want to say our problem, because it's not a problem. But that's going to be one of our main jobs now, is we've got to keep on top of grass. Every time the grass is ready... If we've got nothing to do, we need to be doing our grass field. So we are going to see a lot of grass work coming up. Like I say, if I bring in this grazing mod, we won't need to do it quite as much. But, you know, it's still going to need doing, basically. We made 3 bales off this field already. That is pretty good. I've only done 1.5 headlands, and we've got like 3.5 bales. That is not bad. Oh, just press the brake a little bit too early. I don't want to be missing any. Yeah, we'll get the silage done. Might look at doing that hill one off recording, just out of curiosity for how long it, you know, the issue with the power, shall we say. I almost want to go rent that case tractor, just get it with the engine upgrade and rent it and see what it's like on that hill. Because I am still thinking if we buy the Lamborghini outright, we can get that case tractor. That means we won't need the Massey Ferguson at all, so we can sell the Massey Ferguson towards the Lambo. That's what I'm thinking. It's an option. And you know, we've had this Massey Ferguson now for quite a while, so... And I do like to try and get new tractors and change it up a little bit. I do like to try and do that. How much would that tractor cost? Let me just have a look back in there. No, that's only 120 brake. So we'd be looking at the Case Pro 9. So we'd need the engine upgrade. Yeah, that doesn't have a front loader. Interesting. It does have a 3-point connection. Yeah, so there's no front loader on the case, so we can't use that. We would need that. How much would that be to Lee? £8,000! 8 grand! Wow. Hang on a minute. 2,350. Oh, it's alright. I got panicked then. Thinking, why have we just been charged leasing fee? The Massey Ferguson has just hit 23 work hours. £8,000 for renting that case. If we got that on finance, guys, we would have to keep on top of contracts. It would be the only way we can afford to keep it. £8,000. Wow. Wasn't expecting quite so much. Right, yeah, that was bloody expensive. £8,000. So between a work hour and a daily fee, you would be looking about £8,000 a month. 8 grand a month. It was quite a struggle paying the loan and this Massey Ferguson. I have got an idea, but it does mean using a tractor from the Ford series. You know, the Northern Point, our our live stream series. I have contemplated getting the Ford from there. That would happily pull this bale. I think it's got about 20 brake horsepower more than what this does. as you can see, guys, that is this field completed. Not looking too bad, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bales. Oh, I've missed a bit now looking around. We might get a 7th bale off this field. That would be brilliant. I know the first time we did this we only got 3 bales off, but obviously it wasn't limed, it wasn't fertilized properly. Oh, that is a shame. Look at that. That is a shame. 95% of another bale. Oh, it's a shame we couldn't make that 100%. Right, so what we've got now, we'll have to do 119. We won't have a choice now. Otherwise, we'll lose hay in this baler. So we need to make a start on field 119. Might get a bit of a time lapse on, to be fair. Yeah, I might bale the hayfield in. No, you see, I was going to say I could bale the hayfield up in the next episode, but in the next month, not episode, in the next month. But the problem is, I want to keep this series moving a little bit quicker than before. Look at that, beautiful. You're gonna roll down the hill? You didn't roll down the hill. Right, yeah, now we've got rid of the rounder bale mod, guys, because it was giving me that conflict. We could bring back the lazy bale mod. Again, we couldn't use the lazy bale mod. We had to get rid of that because it was conflicting with the rounder bale mod. We don't have the rounder bale mod anymore because it was giving me other problems. But yeah, guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this radio turned on, and I'm going to try and get this field done. Might be a little bit over our normal time limit, but you know, like I say, if we get the radio turned on, we get this done, we don't have to worry about dealing with this field in the next episode, because we will have to fertilise it and lime it, so, you know, don't want to be baling it as well in the next one. Right, as you can see, guys, that is pretty much done. We are not, I don't think we're going to get another whole bale off this. I have made a mistake. We are going to waste a little bit of hay, I think, trying to get this bale. I was hoping it would complete. There is a little bit left at the top. I might go get that off record. But yeah, guys, we are going to leave this episode here. We have kind of reached our maximum time that I do like to be on. But yeah, we have done the worst field of all. Let's be honest, we know this is the worst field to bale. It always has been, it always will be. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the episode, guys, I do massively appreciate you for watching. Like I say, if you have enjoyed it, please hit that like button, guys. It really is massively important that you guys hit that like button, just because it helps the channel grow more and more. And yeah, until the next episode, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.